What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Buzz. Justin Gaethje, one of the UFC's most feared knockout artists, has finally revealed the secret behind his devastating punching power. Known for ending fights in spectacular fashion, Gaethje's striking ability has long been the subject of fascination for both fans and fighters. Even former lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov once admitted that Gaethje hits like a truck, a compliment few opponents can deny. In a recent video shared on his social media, Gaethje explained that the UFC had him tested on a DEXA machine, a device used to measure bone density and body composition. The results surprised even the medical staff. According to Gaethje, his bone density ranks among the highest ever recorded by the UFC, which may explain why his punches deliver such extraordinary impact. When asked what gives him such powerful striking, Gaethje credited a mix of natural athleticism and physical structure. He mentioned that his background as a baseball pitcher and football quarterback helped him develop explosive upper body coordination and timing, key factors that contribute to his precision and power. But the standout feature, he says, is his bone density. The UFC put me on a DEXA machine, Gaethje explained. They said that at the time, they couldn't confirm or deny that I had the densest bones they had ever tested. I definitely have some of the most dense bones in the UFC, and that definitely helps when my bones touch people. This revelation gives insight into why Gaethje's strikes often produce devastating results, even against elite-level opponents. His ability to generate force, combined with dense bone structure, allows him to transfer maximum impact through each punch. It's a scientific edge that few fighters possess naturally. As Gaethje continues his career in the UFC, his unique physical makeup, along with his relentless fighting style, keeps him one of the most dangerous strikers in the lightweight division. Whether it's natural genetics, years of athletic training, or a combination of both, one thing is certain: when Justin Gaethje lands a clean shot, opponents feel every ounce of that bone-crushing power. Before moving on to the next news, we have a quick request for you. We're always working to improve our content and truly value your support. If you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. Move on to another news. Ahead of UFC 321, where Tom Aspinall will defend his heavyweight title for the first time since being promoted from interim to undisputed champion, former two-time middleweight king Israel Adesanya shared his bold prediction. Adesanya believes Aspinall will emerge victorious against Ciryl Gane, citing his exceptional speed as the key factor that sets him apart from other heavyweights. "I'm excited for this fight," Adesanya said. "This isn't going the distance. I've got Tom in this one. The momentum he's carrying right now is unreal. The way he's been finishing guys is just special. I'm not saying it'll be easy, because styles make fights. Just because Jon Jones handled Ciryl quickly doesn't mean Tom will have the same result. But Tom's speed and the mass he moves with is a dangerous combination." Adesanya praised Gane as well, acknowledging his technical striking and composure inside the octagon. "I like Gane's style," he continued. "He's smooth, calculated, and he's a former champion. He's tasted that gold before, and he knows how it feels. That hunger to reclaim it is real." However, Adesanya emphasized that Aspinall's blend of agility and power makes him a rare threat in the heavyweight division. "That speed behind heavyweight power is lethal," he noted. "Tom brings that athleticism you don't often see in big guys. It's going to be a high-level MMA fight, real mixed martial arts at its best." As the main event approaches, fans are eagerly anticipating what could be one of the most technical and explosive heavyweight title fights in recent UFC history. The bout not only determines who holds the belt, but also who truly earns the title of baddest man on the planet. Both fighters bring championship experience, dynamic skill sets, and immense motivation to the octagon. But if Adesanya's prediction holds true, Tom Aspinall's speed and momentum might just prove too much for Ciryl Gane to handle. Move on to another news. Daniel Cormier didn't hold back when he voiced his honest opinion about the current state of the UFC heavyweight division. During media day for Tom Aspinall, the reigning heavyweight champion, Cormier sat down with him for an official interview. However, after the camera stopped rolling, Cormier pulled Aspinall aside to share some unfiltered thoughts, unaware that Aspinall's microphone was still live. In the candid moment, which was later uploaded to Aspinall's YouTube channel, Cormier bluntly stated that the heavyweight division is absolutely weak compared to what it once was. He discussed how most of the current matchups lack real excitement or high-level competitiveness, suggesting that many fighters aren't bringing bringing the same energy or depth that defined earlier eras of the sport. Cormier told Aspinall, "Man, the matchups in this division are crazy. You've got the chance to change your life with the right fight, but honestly, the competition isn't what it used to be. You're standing out because of how strong you are in a division that feels light right now." He encouraged Aspinall to keep working hard, saying moments like these don't come often in a fighter's career. Reflecting on his own championship run, Cormier recalled defending his belt against Volkan Oezdemir Dorki. "When I got that call to fight Volkan, it felt like I hit the lottery," he said. "Opportunities like that don't come around twice. You've got to make the most of it." Cormier's off-air comments sparked debate among fans and fighters. Some agreed that the division lacks depth and star power, while others felt DC's remarks were disrespectful to the current generation of heavyweights. Still, it's hard to ignore the point he made, that Tom Aspinall's dominance might reflect both his own brilliance and the division's ongoing struggle to find consistent, elite-level challengers. Whether controversial or not, Cormier's words have reignited discussions about the state of heavyweight MMA, leaving fans wondering who, if anyone, can truly challenge Aspinall at the top. Move on to another news. Umar Nurmagomedov has responded to Ilia Topuria after the featherweight champion made harsh comments aimed at Islam Makhachev. During a recent press conference, Topuria mocked Makhachev, saying that when he loses to Jack Della Maddalena, his career will be over and he'll have to go back to his farm and herd sheep. The remark immediately caught attention across the MMA community for its disrespectful tone. Speaking at the UFC 321 pre-fight press conference, Umar fired back, calling out Topuria's arrogance and lack of humility. "An athlete who behaves with such arrogance and pride will eventually be humbled," Umar said. He cited an old saying from boxing legend Manny Pacquiao, reminding everyone that any fighter who looks down on others will one day be the one brought down in the ring. Umar continued, explaining that such trash talk only reflects poorly on Topuria's character. "We can match him on the same energy if we want," he added. "If he loses, maybe he can go back to a store and start selling clothes again, or whatever he does. But there's no reason for us to bring ourselves down to that level." He also clarified that Islam's connection to farming is a source of pride, not insult. With or without being a champion, Islam has a farm. He raises sheep and works the land. It's part of who he is. It has nothing to do with fighting, Umar stated. "It's something separate, something real. He doesn't need to act out or insult others to prove himself." Umar's calm yet firm response has been widely praised by fans for maintaining composure and respect while standing up for his teammate. In a sport often dominated by verbal wars, his words serve as a reminder that true champions let their actions, not arrogance, speak for them inside the octagon. Move on to another news. Daniel Cormier's recent comments have stirred strong reactions across the MMA community. Many fans and fighters believe his remarks about Jailton Almeida were unfair and out of line. One fan expressed disappointment, saying that claiming Almeida can't fight is disrespectful, adding that if Almeida were a Dagestani fighter, DC would probably be praising him instead. Another fan echoed the sentiment, calling Cormier's comments raw and accusing him of acting like his old fight persona, the same one he displayed when exchanging harsh words with Ryan Bader years ago. Several fans went further, labeling Cormier as fake for his shifting tones toward fighters depending on circumstances. One fan wrote that if DC were to meet Almeida now, he would glaze him into oblivion, implying that Cormier often overpraises fighters after initially criticizing them. Others argued that the tone of DC's comments was unbecoming of a commentator, with one post stating, "This is a bad look for DC. It almost looks preferential, which is something you never want to see from a professional analyst." However, not everyone viewed the situation through the same lens. Some defended Cormier, noting that his comments might have been part of a private discussion that was taken out of context. They argued that private conversations between commentators or fighters should remain private and not be judged publicly. These supporters emphasized DC's experience as both a fighter and a commentator, reminding the community that his insights often come from years inside the octagon and a deep understanding of the sport. The debate has since taken over social media platforms, with MMA fans divided on whether Cormier's words were out of line or simply a matter of honest opinion. Many have also questioned whether personal biases influence how commentators talk about fighters based on style, region, or popularity. As the discussion continues, one thing is certain: DCA's words have reignited an ongoing conversation about professionalism, bias, and transparency in MMA commentary. What do you think about this controversy? Should commentators be held to a higher standard, or are they entitled to express blunt opinions about fighters? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. Move on to another news. Jon Jones has released his first official statement following the heartbreaking loss of his older brother, Arthur Jones. Earlier this month, Arthur, a former NFL defensive lineman and Super Bowl champion, passed away at just 39 years old. After 3 weeks of silence, aside from a few short messages, Jon finally opened up to fans on social media, sharing a heartfelt and emotional tribute. In loving memory of Arthur W. Jones III, Jon began. Arthur was not just a Super Bowl champion, but a father, husband, son, brother, and everyone's best friend. A gentle giant whose kindness and generosity knew no bounds. He had a deep love for the outdoors. Whether it was duck hunting, fishing, or riding four-wheelers with his family, he brought joy, warmth, and laughter to every moment spent around. Jones went on to describe how Arthur's giving spirit extended far beyond family and friends. He was always involved in local charities and constantly gave back to students and the community with an open heart, Jon wrote. His legacy inspires me every single day. The former UFC light heavyweight champion expressed how deeply the loss has affected his family, saying that he, along with their father, Arthur Jones Jr., his brother Chandler, and the rest of the family are dedicated to moving forward and striving to be the best versions of themselves, just as Arthur would have wanted. King Arthur will truly be missed, Jon concluded. He's gone far too soon, but his spirit will live on in our hearts forever. Rest easy, big bro. You deserve it. You did amazing. Fans and fellow athletes from both the MMA and NFL communities have shared their condolences, celebrating Arthur's legacy as both a champion and a remarkable human being. Jones' tribute reflects not just the pain of losing a brother, but also the immense pride and love he holds for the man who inspired him both inside and outside the arena. Move on to another news. Brendan Allen has shared his reaction to Reinier de Ridder's unexpected corner stoppage, which ended their bout in surprising fashion. In a post-fight interview with Submission Radio, Allen admitted he didn't expect the fight to end that way, especially between two highly skilled and experienced fighters. "It's very weird," Allen said. "You don't expect it, especially at this level. At that level, you just don't ever expect someone not to answer the bell." Allen explained that he went into the fight confident in his ability to break his opponent mentally and physically, as he had done to others before. "I said going into the fight that I would break him," Allen continued. "I've broken guys before who just let things happen, but I've never fought someone who didn't come out for the next round. That part really surprised me." He described the moment when the fight ended from his perspective inside the cage. "I was listening to my corner, and out of my peripheral vision, I saw his corner waving it off. Then I saw them throw the towel, and that's when I knew it was over," Allen explained. "It all happened really fast, but it definitely caught me off guard." Despite the strange ending, Allen acknowledged that the result was decisive, but not how he envisioned it. "It's not how I expected the fight to end," he said. "You don't think someone ranked in the top 5 in the world, fighting for the biggest promotion in the world, is going to quit on the stool." The win further solidified Allen's growing reputation as a relentless and mentally tough competitor. While the ending may have been unexpected, his performance once again showcased his pressure, composure, and ability to break opponents both physically and mentally, traits that continue to make him one of the most dangerous middleweights in the UFC today. Move on to another news. Reinier de Ridder has broken his silence following his controversial loss to Brendan Allen at UFC Vancouver. Taking to Instagram, the former champion opened up about the defeat, admitting it was a painful but necessary reminder of the highs and lows of a fighter's journey. "I was not the best fighter in the cage on Saturday, and it stings," de Ridder wrote. "But next to all the crazy highs, I'm also grateful to experience the lows. So many people go through life at a constant 6 out of 10. But as fighters, we get to experience the full range of emotions. That's part of what makes this life so intense and beautiful." De Ridder, known for his discipline and relentless work ethic, admitted that he may have overtrained in recent months. "If we've ever shared the mats, you know I tend to work harder than anyone else. But over the last 2 camps, I might have pushed it a little too far," he confessed. "I was so focused on getting that title shot and being ready when the opportunity came that I failed to listen to my body. And last Saturday, that showed." He went on to emphasize that the setback would not change his long-term goals, but that recovery was now a priority. "I shall not stray from the course," he continued, "but Daddy is taking some time off, kids. I wasn't myself in there, but I will be again. If you know me, you know what I'm coming for." De Ridder ended his message with a touch of humility and gratitude, reminding fans and fellow fighters to approach the sport and life with kindness. Be nice out there, he concluded. See you soon. While the loss may have stung, De Ridder's message reflects the mindset of a true martial artist, acknowledging his mistakes, embracing vulnerability, and using the setback as fuel to return stronger. His words serve as a reminder that even in defeat, there is strength in honesty and resilience in reflection.